Evening. Yes, it's that time again. Last year I brought you videos ready for the draft, and here I am again, right on schedule. No, I am not with llamas or on a farm in Devon. I am walking along the racetrack in Monaco. This is literally where the cars will drive on the 28th of May. But let's forget Formula One and the glitz and the glamour of some of these amazing yachts that I'm walking past. Let's talk about the NFL draft and the Los Angeles Chargers, poised at 17. No second round pick because of Khalil Mack, so Tom Telesco and Staley have to strike in the first round. First initial thoughts is that we'll drop back. There's a lot of talk about this. I think a lot of Chargers would be happy. I don't think we're in a sort of grey area in the draft for the Chargers where unlikely to get absolutely elite talent. That's going to be gone early doors. And some of the positions are pretty weak. I wouldn't like to go one in the quarterback in this draft in particular. There are some holes to fill. We know this. The Chargers need to fill maybe right tackle, right guard perhaps, something along those lines on the O-line to keep Herbert protected. We have linebacker needs. There are rumours that Mike Davis is not favoured by Staley, and that it could be that they're looking at cornerback. And we always need to add talent on the offense. So the world is the oyster for the Chargers. This is a big year because I think Telesco will be gone if we don't make a significant playoff run. Minimum is playoffs. I don't think even playoffs and one and done would keep him in his job. We need to make a serious, sustained challenge now that Herbert has limited time left on his rookie deal and just before we pay Derwin James. So what can we expect from the Chargers? Number one, yes, dropping back in the draft. Rumours that we could trade with the Packers who want to come up. Drop back, collect another second round pick to replace the one we've given away, and fill best player available later in the first round, maybe in the 22 onwards range. I wouldn't mind that. I think a lot of the players that Chargers fans are interested in won't be on the table. So let's look at who we could pick. First of all, let's address the elephant in the room, and that is wide receiver. A lot of you guys are really keen on taking a wide receiver at 17, someone like Williams or Olave, mentioned on Twitter a lot. I'm not in that camp. I think that you then have to sit the 17th overall pick for a significant number of snaps per season because he is behind Allen and Williams. It means the Josh Palmer experiment, he's been great, he's been good in the snaps he's got, is over, and the Chargers can't afford to sit talent. There are arguments against, but I don't see it. I also think a lot of the people you'd want to pick wide receiver at that range will be gone. Olave later in the second round. I wouldn't mind dropping back and taking him, but I don't think he's quite as good as everyone said. Tyreek Hill clone. No, he's not. He's not quite that good. So there are options. See who falls, but I think a lot of the talent at wide receiver will be gone. I was promoting a linebacker, and you hated that, didn't you, Chargers Twitter? The reality is, I think with Reader coming in from the Rams, who was very productive under Staley at the Rams and elsewhere, it sort of puts that to bed. Nakobe Dean would have been a great pick if we did. You know, you can't rely on Tranquil and Murray bouncing to form from injury and surgery. So Ferrari just went by. Look at that. So I maybe Reader stops the first round pick, but I would probably be the only person happy with Nakobe Dean at 17, but I don't see it potentially happening. Now let's talk about right tackle. I don't like anyone at right tackle in this draft that's going to be there. Cross is going to be gone. I'm not a fan of Trevor Penning at all. I think he's a developmental right tackle, probably late first round pick. Drop back and take. I'm not going to be upset if we take him. Fair enough, he's a bit of a beast, but I'm not mad about it. And I think that the Chargers will steer away from that. Let's see. We could take Jordan Davis. He was really early doors. He was the guy that everyone thought the Chargers would take. But and I think that could happen. I'd be really happy if they took someone for the D-line. We've got some good options, but Justin Jones is gone. And Justin Jones made a real difference. He had a good season, great player. He's in Chicago now. So they could replace him with an elite talent on the inside. Mack, Bosa on the edge. And you keep the talent on the D-line rushing the passer. I don't think we'll go running back. Tie 10, they're off the table. Get rid of those two positions. Safety, no. There's a few cornerbacks. Cornerback's an interesting one. It's almost like a wild card. There are some elite corners that I think tend to go in the top 10, 15 picks. If one drops, you take them. Stingley could be interesting, but there's a number of names there. The one name that intrigues me the most, I think I'm on the train for this one. I think I'm joining the bandwagon. There's some people that already on Twitter want Zion Johnson at guard. Makes a lot of sense. You bring him in, Matt Filer goes over to right tackle, and you've got Storm Norton and Pipkins as backups. Zion Johnson is very much like David DeCastro. He went top 15 to the Steelers the year we took Melvin Ingram, and he is one of those positions. He's the best guard for me in the draft. He is elite. He is a guy that wins Super Bowls for your team without too much fuss, and very good chance he is there when the Chargers pick at number 17. Let's see. I think he could go 17, 18, 19, somewhere around there, and he would fit perfectly into the team. He would definitely make us a better footballing team. Keep protecting Justin Herbert. So I'm going with Zion Johnson at 17, or drop back to 22 and take best player available unless someone outstanding drops to us. It's going to be really exciting. Draft on my birthday again, and I'll give you some beautiful pictures of yachts to finish. Goodbye for now from Monaco.